Well, hey friends, Roger here, and welcome to my channel, Rogers Reads. So today I'm bringing you another book chat, and today I'm chatting about a book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who is the author of The Seven Wives of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, both books that I really enjoyed. The name of this book is called Malibu Rising, and this offers a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of a famous family, the Riva family, and delves into each member's fascinating life story. So the story opens the day of Nina Riva's annual summer beach party, an event that's become quite legendary. It's known to be a drug and alcohol-fueled gathering frequented by celebrities, film directors, famous authors, musicians, and whoever else happens to know the address of the party. Now there are 4 Riva siblings, and though they kind of live in the shadow of their rock star father, Mick Riva, they themselves are pretty famous in their own right. So there's Nina, who is the eldest, and she's a famous surfer and supermodel. There's Jay, who is a well-known award-winning surfer. There's Hud, the brother, who a renowned photographer who specializes in taking surfing photographs, especially those of his brother. And then there's their younger sister, Kit, who is also a quite talented surfer. So you see, there is a theme here. Yeah, there's definitely a surfing family. So the story alternates between preparations for the party and the heart-wrenching and complicated backstory of Mick and June, their parents, the parents of the 4 Riva siblings. So Mick, as we mentioned, is an iconic rock star who didn't succeed very well at being a husband, shall we say. He is also estranged from his 4 children, and most of them barely know him. Through the narrative, the author delves deeply into Mick and June's compelling yet tragic backstory, how they met, how we follow Mick's rise to fame, and then the inevitable shattering of their family. Now, if the name Mick Riva rings a bell, it's because he was married to one of the husbands of Evelyn Hugo in one of the author's previous books, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I thought that this was a fun Easter egg. So like that book, this one also takes place in the world of celebrity. So back to our big event, the Riva party. So though every year's party is always memorable, is talked about for months and months afterwards, this year's party is unlike those of the past, as each of the siblings have secrets that come to light during the party. Additionally, there's a few unexpected guests who manage to further fuel the fire that's brewing. So as the party gets insanely out of control, kind of like a freight train running its rails due to excessive drunks, copious amounts of alcohol, and disappearing inhibitions, the underlying drama escalates, resulting in quite an explosive conclusion. So much so that none of the Riva's lives will ever be the same afterward. So though the party is the main event of the book, at its core, this is a story, a rich character study of each member of the Riva family, which is told through various flashbacks and alternating perspectives. So I found that the stories were utterly compelling, and the author really sucked me right into them. I especially love the sibling stories, through which we learn how flawed and wounded each of them is in different ways. And yet there is an extremely intense bond that binds them tightly together. So all in all, this was a fun, fast-paced, and at times poignant story that dealt with some pretty serious topics such as grief, loneliness, family, love, lost, trust, identity, legacy, and the effects that our actions have on others. And all these are explored through the multiplicity of the characters that the author has created. And of course, all of this is examined via each character's backstory. So yeah, I thought Malibu Rising is an emotional and thought-provoking read about self-bewilderment and self-discovery and of mental blocks and breakthroughs. You know, I was actually enamored with the entire thing, and I cannot do anything except highly recommend this delightful novel. Especially if you've read her two other novels, Daisy Jones and the Six and the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And though I didn't feel that this novel was quite as good as those two, especially Evelyn, this was a very enjoyable and gripping story. So did you like this video? If so, please click the like button below, as it really helps me out. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Roger and out.